What the? Hey! Aw, man, come back! I was having fun. Disappearing act. Huh? No sign of him now. Time to reel him in. Been wasted. Still kicking? Jesus.
That's it. Sweet.
That was the 5 stars. All 5 of them. Get it? Because it's, well, it's funny? Sort of? No. No. Okay. Not really. Coming to you from, the jewel green, the great green jewel of the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City Radio. Was I the only one surprised that Skeeter Davis is, a woman? It's just, it doesn't really sound like a woman's name. Hey, who are you writing that poem for? Skeeter?
Nice. Tunnel's gotta be somewhere. Got it. Won't be able to hack this.
A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll just read it. A portion of this broadcast has been brought to you by the Mega Surgery Center, now featuring facial reconstructive surgery. Why settle for less than perfection? Here's the ink spots again, with it's all over but the crying. Ooh.
What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
Take it easy. I'm with the Minutemen. I'm here to help.
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days, after Quincy. Bad business, that.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. Stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us all if we don't pony up. We know where they're coming from. We can't go up against a gang like that. Easy living, this ain't.
Hey,
The farm's not much, but it's something.
I'm gonna tear your fucking throat out!
Oh, sorry. That was Bob Crosby. And now, a word or several from our sponsors. Stop in for a drink at the Dugout Inn. The stories are free, but the moonshine will cost you. Ask for Vadim Bobrov. Keep a Knockin' by Louis Jordan is next. I like this one. It's short, and it's about telling people to go away. Oh,
You here visiting Covenant, pal? If not, move along. You know, I'm people loitering around. Not good for the nerves.
Is that what this place is called?
Yeah, we're a real up-and-comer. A pit stop on the road for traders and such. We're not that big, but we got the bargains. Got a doc that can patch you up. We even got some lemonade. Well, that's what Deezer calls it anyway. There's a small catch, though. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test. We call it the safe test. Everyone's got to take it.
Interesting idea. Between you and me, what's the test for?
You know what? Don't worry. Safe is one of them psychological tests. Just a bunch of questions you gotta answer. You want to take the test? Pass it, and I'll let you in.
Do I really have to take the test?
Hey, rules are rules. You ready?
Do I really have to take the test?
Hey, rules are rules. You ready?
I guess.
Take a seat, and we can begin. So let's begin. There ain't no wrong answers. You are approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
I wouldn't worry. If he did that, it'd cause a parabolic destabilization of the fission singularity.
Yeah. Next question. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection on his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do?
Amputate the foot before the infection spreads.
Amputation. Next question. You discover a young boy lost in a cave. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do?
I give the boy a hug and tell him everything will be okay.
Very curious. Congratulations! Hey, you made it onto a baseball team. Which position do you prefer?
Catcher.
Are you certain about that? Never mind. Next question. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill someone. What do?
I'd throw my tea in her face.
Of course. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
I'd grab a bobby pin and pick the lock.
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer. Next. Oh no. You've been exposed to radiation and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
I'd cut off the mutated tissue with a precision laser.
Technological bias. A neighbor is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
I'd trade him for one of the comic books I own.
You're almost done. Last question. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking, and...
Change the wattage on the razor. Give him a shock the next time he uses it. Bzz.
Test's over. No one's ever answered quite like you. But hey, you passed. I'll open up the gate.
You ruined everything! What the? You ruined everything! What do you want? We don't need any more trouble around here.
Didn't you ask the Minutemen for help?
You're with the Minutemen? I didn't really think you fellas still existed. We sent word with one of them passing traders, but honestly, I never expected anything to come of it. Most people don't put much stock in the Minutemen these days, after Quincy. Bad business, that.
We're rebuilding the Minutemen from the ground up. We're the good guys again.
Glad to hear it. No question that things have been worse since the Minutemen fell to pieces. There's a raider gang that's been giving us trouble for weeks. Stealing food and supplies, threatening to kill us. My leg!
First mistake, last mistake. Get up!
You here visiting Covenant, pal? If not, move along. You know, armed people loitering around. Not good for the nerves.
I might take a look.
It ain't that simple. We don't just let anyone inside. There's an entrance test. We call it the safe test. Everyone's got to take it.
Interesting idea. Between you and me, what's the test for?
You know what? Don't worry. Safe is one of them psychological tests. Just a bunch of questions you gotta answer. You want to take the test? Pass it, and I'll let you in.
Sure.
Good. Take a seat, and we can begin. So let's begin. There ain't no wrong answers. You are approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
I wouldn't worry. If he did that, it'd cause a parabolic destabilization of the fission singularity.
Yeah. Next question. While working as an intern in the clinic, a patient with a strange infection on his foot stumbles through the door. The infection is spreading at an alarming rate, but the doctor has stepped out for a while. What do you do?
Amputate the foot before the infection spreads.
Amputation. Next question. You discover a young boy lost in a cave. He's hungry and frightened, but also appears to be in possession of stolen property. What do you do?
I give the boy a hug and tell him everything will be okay.
Very curious. Congratulations! Hey, you made it onto a baseball team. Which position do you prefer?
Pitcher.
Are you certain about that? Never mind. Next question. Your grandmother invites you to tea, but you're surprised when she gives you a pistol and orders you to kill someone. What do you do?
I'd throw my tea in her face.
Of course. Old Mr. Abernathy has locked himself in his quarters again, and you've been ordered to get him out. How do you proceed?
I'd trade for a cherry bomb and blow it open.
And that is all you do? Nothing else? Wait, don't answer. Next. Oh no. You've been exposed to radiation and a mutated hand has grown out of your stomach. What's the best course of treatment?
I'd cut off the mutated tissue with a precision laser.
Technological bias. A neighbor is in possession of a Grognak the Barbarian comic book, issue number 1. You want it. What's the best way to obtain it?
I'd point a gun in his face and take it from him.
You're almost done. Last question. You decide it would be fun to play a prank on your father. You enter his private restroom when no one is looking, and...
But loosen bolts on his water pipes. When he turns on the sink, he'll be in for a surprise.
Test's over. No one's ever answered quite like you. But hey, you passed. I'll open up the gate.
That worked out real well for all of us, didn't it? I'm joking. Just joking. It went poorly.
Welcome to Covenant.
Caravan came a few days back.
I really shouldn't talk to you, because I'm busy and all.
Talia,
Oh, I heard about you. You're the stranger. I make things. Things for the store. Oh, I'm Talia. It's so nice to meet you.
The job here isn't drinking lemonade. I know for a fact they
slow down. Take a breath, for God's sake.
Oh, sorry. I talk too much, I know that. You're gonna like it here. Everyone in Covenant is so friendly and really wants to help.
Why is everyone here so friendly?
I don't know. Ask Mr. Orden. I'm much better with terminals than people. Feel free to use my tools. And if you need anything, just let me know.
Talia,
Oh, you're back. Isn't Covenant just the best?
it's really great here.
Oh, I'm so glad you like it here. Have a good day.
You from around here? God, I hope not. I've had enough of these hicks.
Sure, I'm from Covenant.
You? You're from Covenant? Yeah, and I'm the mayor of Diamond City. You know anything about Stockton's caravan?
A caravan? What are you talking about?
I signed on with old man Stockton to find his lost caravan. What's left of it is just outside of town. The last stop was here, so I've been trying to put together the story. But I keep getting the runaround. Got a proposal for you. Help me find Stockton's people, and we split the reward. At least one survivor walked out of that massacre. And I intend to make good on my contract.
If I help you, I want something up front.
I'm offering an equal stake. And considering the work I've already put in, I figure that's generous. You in or not?
Who are we looking for?
The big one is Stockton's daughter, Amelia. I didn't find any bodies of the feminine persuasion, so, there's hope. If we find her, Stockton's offering a heap of caps.
Sounds fair. I'm in.
Here's all I got on the caravan. I don't got proof, but Covenant's involved. Somehow. I'll keep poking around, but let me know if you find anything.
Get your lemonade here!
Hey, the leg's still on the mend. You have anything for the pain? As soon as you don't need the meds, you gotta lay off, understood? Any other complications with the injury?
It's healing up pretty good.
Off you go then.
Thanks, Doc.
Hello, stranger. You got anything that ails you? I'll fix you up for a fee.
Any news out there, Doctor?
If you want rumors, then Penny's the girl for you. I like to stick to fixing people. It's what I'm good at.
Actually, I need some supplies for the road.
All right, but go easy on the chems.
Busted again? It's the third rate. this month. Ted better get on this, pronto. Another newcomer. Welcome.
Well, hello.
Excuse me.
Well, hello, stranger. The name's Jacob, and I run this town. You can use one of the beds in the guest house. And you should visit Penny's store.
Anything else in town?
Doc Patricia will be more than happy to patch you up. For a modest fee, of course. You might want to stay clear of Mr. Dan. I've had some complaints about him.
I'll talk to whoever I want, pal.
It's not like that. Just trying to help you out. You have a good stay now.
This cell means business.
Yes?
Have a pleasant stay in Covenant, stranger.
That's a serious lock. Need to find a key. Let's hope someone's been careless. And I'll just take this.
That's private. Get out!
Hey.
Enjoy your stay.
So that was Billy. Howdy. Billy's spelled I-E. Here's a thing. A sort of note, I guess, from a sponsor here in Diamond City, and I'll just read it. Commonwealth weaponry. It's a dangerous world out there. Protect yourself, protect your family. Roy Brown is back, and so is that mean Butcher Pete. Pretty crazy stuff, right?
What's a synth? Why are they afraid of them? Hey, Dan.
This whole place has got me on edge. I hope you found something on the caravan.
People here are real sensitive about synths. What is a synth?
You must be new around here. Synths are synthetic people made by the Institute. Real advanced machines. Might as well be human because no one can tell the difference between them and us. Everyone in the Commonwealth is afraid of synths and the Institute. But come to mention it, I've been here a long while and nobody's even breathed a word about them. That is odd.
So, what's the Institute?
Ask 3 different people, you get 3 different answers to that. Wildly different. Most people believe the Institute's behind every manner of ill in the Commonwealth. Sister disappears, or you lose your Brahmin. The Institute. Settlement murdered in the middle of the night. The Institute. But I've never met a single person that has proof about any of that. But there's no denying synths are real enough. So the Institute's infiltrating us, and I doubt they're doing that for our own good.
Do you have any proof Covenant is involved with the caravan?
I got one thing. They deny up and down that Stockton's men ever came here. But they most certainly did. There's no reason to bald-faced lie to me if they're not hiding something. I'll keep poking around.
Do you have any other leads?
No. If Covenant doesn't pan out, then I don't know where to start. I'll cross that road if I have to.
We'll talk later. Hey, Dan.
You find out anything about the caravan?
Hey, a stranger? It's no secret you've been poking around. Not very neighborly of you, if you ask me. I know you think you're doing the right thing. Just don't make any rash decisions you'll regret.
I don't know what you're talking about.
If only that were true. Use your best judgment, friend.
Jacob.
Mind what I said about Mr. Dan. He's not the best influence.
Can I ask you some questions?
Ask away.
You ever hear of a compound?
Why, that sounds interesting, stranger. But I can't say I've ever heard of a compound, was it?
Does Covenant have a problem with synths?
Shouldn't everyone have a problem with synths? But there's none of those things here. Rest assured.
Do you know anything about a missing caravan?
Is this about those Stockton people? I've told Mr. Dan many, many times. We never saw them.
I have to go.
You have a good day.
Enjoy yourself. Have a pleasant stay in Covenant, stranger.
Enjoy your stay.
After a long day, nothing beats Geezer's lemonade.
You need any doctoring? Just let me know.
Not interested.
All right, excuse me.
What do we have? Dealing with depression, the 12 stages of grief, and some self-help books. Quite the library here. What do we have? Dealing with depression, the 12 stages of grief, and some self-help books. Quite the library here.
Get your lemonade here!
Hey, Swanson.
Head on in. Penny's shop is usually the first stop.
Nat King Cole there. He's just the best, isn't he? This is Diamond City Radio, and I'm, me, Travis. Anyway, when someone named...
They're hiding something. I'm sure of it.
Hey, Dan.
You find out anything about the caravan?
That's probably accurate.
They took the survivors to a compound.
Then we're in business. I'll meet you there and we'll rescue ourselves some caravan hands.
Just stay clear of the compound, please.
Hey. How you doing, buddy?
Go find your own fishing spot. Clear out. People are mucking around the shore at all hours, scaring my fish.
Someone help!
Ah! No!
Hey, Dan.
Some people up ahead. I'll follow your lead.
Outsiders aren't allowed. You shouldn't have come here.
Mission must be.
Where am I?
No. How are the subject's vitals?
It's a little unsteady, but within... Who are you? What's... Oh! Son of a bitch! Do that... Ah!
I will only say this once. Speak only when spoken to. Please continue.
The subject is ready for baseline testing.
Subject, answer the questions quickly and with what first comes to mind. You're approached by a frenzied scientist who yells, "I'm going to put my quantum harmonizer in your photonic resonation chamber." What's your response?
Is that...
Looks
that
like
safe
they've
test?
Some old
Ah!
sewers. I
Answer
don't like
the
the
question.
sightlines here. Plenty of opportunities for an ambush.
Doors chained up on the other end.
Ignore him, you say. Fascinating.
The missions must be protected. The missions must be protected. What the? Protect the doctor at all costs.
That was, being Cosby. Coming to you
must
from,
be eliminated.
The jewel green, and the, great green jewel of the Commonwealth. It's Diamond City Radio.
What just happened?
Hey, how about this?
Protect the doctor at all costs. You killed him!
So they gather people up, torture them, and all for the safe test? The sick bastards need to be put down. Cell's empty. Damn it.
Don't come back. Please, don't come back.
Got a clearing up ahead. I got your 6. Who knows where more of the bandits will pop up.
The intruder must be eliminated.
Meeting room. Great. They got to have more holding cells somewhere. I feel it in my gut. Stockton's people were here.
Yes.
Damn it! Where'd you go?
Missions must be protected.
Protect the doctor at all costs.
My arm!
What? The missions must be protected.
Shit!
Hi.
And here you are. My life's work on the verge of ruin, all because of your efforts to find Stockton's supposed daughter. You do know she's most likely a synth, yes? If you are more than a hired gun, perhaps we can stop this before it's too late.
Go on.
What would you do if your family was destroyed by a synth right in front of you when you were but a child? Would you roll over and accept it? Or would you do something about it?
What happened to you?
In Diamond City, a lifetime ago, my parents and 8 others were massacred by someone. At first, we thought the maniac was human. But that was the day we learned of the Institute's latest creations, the synths. As long as the Institute walks invisibly amongst us, they strike without warning and control us from the shadows. I've dedicated my life to devising a test to detect these hidden synths, to root them out so they can be extinguished. Isn't that a goal worth fighting for?
Who really knows what the Institute is responsible for?
And how do they manage to keep us in the dark? A living synth is indistinguishable from a human by any medical test yet devised. But it turns out psychology can detect a difference. Enter the SAFE test. The test is in its infancy, but through sacrifice and perseverance, our success rate is improving.
If you can get that test to work, that could be a game changer.
And then everything we've done will be justified. Covenant is many things. A refuge for the broken people left in the wake of the Institute's rampages. A place of safety and healing. But most importantly, it is our one chance to end this age of paranoia. I will make you a deal. If you let me dispose of Stockton's synth and continue our work, I'll match whatever reward you were offered.
I've had my fill of crazy on this contract. No deal.
Fortunate for me, I wasn't talking to you.
You side with this nut job, and we're going to have a serious, deadly problem.
Are you threatening me, Dan?
I have myself a code. That's not always good on my wallet, but it helps me sleep at night. I took this contract, and I will honor it, even if I have to kill you to do it.
Continue your work, then.
I wish you hadn't said that.
Just heard crawl out through the fallout.
loose
She's
end.
pretty good, right? Everybody?
What? What are you doing?
I'm certain the autopsy will confirm my hypothesis.
No!
There. As promised, you'll find Covenant has a lot more to offer since we've come to this understanding.
Dr. Chambers.
We were under the mistaken impression you wanted to rescue the Stockton girl.
Don't think I can pick this. Chained on the other side.
I knew Sturgis would find something to keep you busy.
I had some trouble. That settlement you sent me to, they aren't going to support our cause.
That's a real shame. We can't afford to waste opportunities to show people that the Minutemen can make their lives better. By the way, you should have one of these flare guns. You can use it to signal for help from any nearby Minutemen. Not much use yet, but once we have more Allied settlements, you'll have help whenever you need it. I guess you know I'm one of the last of the Minutemen. But I never really told you what happened to us.
I figured you'd tell me when you were ready.
Have you heard of the Quincy Massacre?
What was it?
I thought everyone in the Commonwealth knew about that by now. Where the Minutemen betrayed each other and the people they were supposed to protect. I was with Colonel Hollis's group. A mercenary group called the Gunners was attacking Quincy. The people there called for the Minutemen to help. We were the only ones that came. The other groups, they just turned their backs on us and the folks in Quincy. Only a few of us got out alive. Colonel Hollis was dead, so I ended up in charge of the survivors. We never found a safe place to settle. One disaster after another. You saw how it ended in Concord?
I know how it feels to be the last survivor.
Yeah, I guess you do. That's why I'm talking to you. I can't rebuild the Minutemen, but I think you can.
Why can't you lead the Minutemen?
That's not who I am. I can get my men through a firefight. I can defend a perimeter against all odds. But that's not going to be enough to bring the Minutemen back from the brink. We need someone who can bring the whole Commonwealth together in a common cause. And I think you've got it in you to be that leader.
Okay. I'll do it.
Good. Good. Welcome aboard. I feel like this is a whole new start for the Minutemen, and the Commonwealth too. Don't worry. I'll be right beside you all the way, General.
That's quite a promotion you just gave me.
The leader of the Minutemen has always held the rank of general. Our last leader was General Becker. After he died back in '82, nobody could agree on who should take his place. The one good thing about being the last Minuteman is there's no one to argue with me when I say you're the new general. Now it's your job to make it more than an empty title. I've got something a bit different for you. Our scouts have found a promising spot for a new settlement. The trouble is that some kind of vicious beasts are lairing there. Once you clear it out, set up a radio beacon to let settlers know about it. Before you know it, we'll have a thriving new farm instead of wasteland. We'll take back the Commonwealth, one piece at a time.
You're listening to, Diamond City Radio, if you're listening at all.
Is there something you need?
Was I...
I want to trade a few things.
Of course.
This is, a woman? It's just, that doesn't really sound like a woman's name. Hey, who are you writing that poem for?
Just let me know if there's anything else you need.
Come with me. I need your help.
Sure thing, General. I think the folks here can manage on their own now. Thanks to you. Don't worry, dog meat. I'll take good care of her.
You don't mind making a chair for old Mama Murphy, do you?
Sure. Be glad to help.
Thank you.
Back before General Becker died, the Minutemen were a force to be reckoned with.
Now, the trick with water pumps is to find a good spot for them. Someplace you can dig down to groundwater.